Oklahoma and Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the single back takes the handoff.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
On the double. 42.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And on the carry, he's heading left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Throws to the tight end. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And the he hands it off from the gun. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka, Tyrone Wheatley, and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Offense moving into a bunch formation. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there.
Encroachment, defense.
Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Now what a move. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. The Wolverines line it up with first and goal.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
Solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line, and they finish it off here on second and goal. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at second and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And he knocks it right through the uprights. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Temple offense back on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Shotgun formation here on third down. Contact as he let the ball go. Gets into space at the 50. A big... across midfield, the opponent's 43.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. The pass is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack.
The ball is loose. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Second down play coming up.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Hold it. Offense.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The back's got it on the pitch. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Short connection to the tight end here. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain, brings up fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And we're all tied up now. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. Play action here on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. From the shotgun, drops back. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Michigan. No chance to catch him.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
PAT is good, so it's 10-3 now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. Just time enough for one more play in the half. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Temple offense out there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this. And quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
Trying to extend the play. QB to the tight end for a completion. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the 1st down.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking to scramble. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, I just love to see an offense finish off a drive. You get inside that 5-yard line, you've got to be able to pound the ball to the goal line and into the end zone. Great job to finish it off.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Bringing pressure. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And here's the return now from midfield. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Owls offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Owls will line up here on first down and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Touchdown, Temple. That puts him on top in the second half.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Quick completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And Kirk gets Temple on top right now. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here comes a handoff. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nice catch made near the sideline, but they gain nothing on the play. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Throws a stiff arm. And he's tackled after the catch.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Gets rid of it on the move. Pass caught. Defense.
job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground.
Well, this is definitely not the time to get cute as an offense and as a play caller. This defense is thirsty for any kind of big play at all to try to create a turnover. So just keep it on the ground and play smart.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Here's the 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop. See a timeout. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks loose at the 40. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up 1st down yardage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Owls lining up here on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. It's a toss play to the right. Tackled, but first down.
Any team that likes to run the toss and can do it successfully means they can win the battle on the edges. When you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner, they got it done there for a very nice game.
They're going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kirk. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.